I knew what he was thinking, and I wanted to run away again, but he settled into a chair across from me and let me have the bed. We lay in silence, and then he asked when my mother would be coming back. I told him I didn't know for sure. Then he said that I could stay as long as I wanted. I didn't even know how to react. He started asking about my family, what I like to do, what I love. When I was talking about how Dad left us, he suddenly laid down next to me. I immediately jumped up, but he said he wouldn't bother me. It was just that he couldn't hear from the armchair. Plus, it wasn't as comfortable there as on the bed. I don't remember how, but I fell asleep. When I woke up, Carter was sitting on the chair across from me and looking at me. "Well, aren't you a sleepyhead?" he said. It was 11 o'clock! I had slept through school for the first time! I quickly started packing my stuff, but it turned out that Carter had already planned our day. After a simply divine breakfast, he took me to a store. He told me that I could choose whatever I wanted. I didn't believe he was serious. After all, I was used to having to choose between ripped jeans and a worn dress. I hesitated to accept such a gift, so Carter said that he would choose everything himself. He offered me an incredibly extravagant dress, which you could only wear to the Met Gala, so I took over from there. We bought so many things: dresses, a jacket, shoes, and even underwear, and a new phone. I had never been so happy. It was like Christmas, and Carter was my own personal Santa. I couldn't even believe that this was the same guy who had terrified me for so many years. And then we went for a drive. We drove 200 miles, listening to music and chatting. And then we stopped in a field, and he started taking pictures of me. And then we kissed for the first time. And not only kissed. When we got into the car, he took me back to his place. The next day, when we came to school, he took me by the hand, in front of everyone. I was so embarrassed and avoided him the rest of the day. I couldn't believe this was really happening. I was absolutely not a match for him. Wasn't he embarrassed to be seen with me in front of his friends? And then I got a message from my mom that she was back. I didn't want to go home, but I had no more reason to stay with Carter. But when I told him, he didn't want to let me go. He said that he wanted me to live with him. Period. For almost a month now, I've been going back to my house only occasionally, and the rest of the time I spend at Carter's house. Mom tells me all the time that he's playing with me, that it's all a big game for rich people, to take girls from the street and make princesses out of them, and that soon he would get tired of me and would throw me out, and I would be left with a broken heart. I'm really worried that that's going to happen someday. That was my story. I live with him for now. What do you think about this?